ඒකට කතා දෙකක් නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒක ඒ මුල් අවස්ථාවේදී එහි තියෙන ඒ රසායනිකයේ තියෙන මනෝ සක්‍රියතාවය පදනම් කරගෙන පුංචි වෙනසක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි වැඩි කල් පවතින්නේ නැත.
හිතලඟ ඩොක් 990 බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදැස්සන 8ට සහ සවස 4:30ට. නැවත විකාශය ඉරිදා උදැස්සන 8:30ට.
Dialog Television එක reload එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි reload plan එකක්. දෙස් විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. activate කිරීම reload සහ my Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
දන්නවද සිංහයාගේ කම්මැලිකම ගැන? දැකලා තියෙනවද මීමස් රජුලගේ ලස්සන? අහලා තියෙනවද The Great Elephant Gathering එක ගැන? විඳලා තියෙනවද තල්මහෙක්ගේ ආදරය? මේ සේරම දකින්න, අහන්න, බලන්න, විඳින්න පුළුවන් එකම තැන. Animal Planet. ලෝකයට හැංගුණ සත්ව ලෝකයේ අපූර්වත්වය සමග. Animal Planet.
Hey buddy, it's been a while.
කාටුන් බලන්න ආස පොඩ්ඩ සේරම ඉන්න අපූරු තැන. හොඳම කාටුන් ඔක්කොම තියෙන එකම තැන. කාටුන් නෙට්වර්ක්. එකමුතුකම, පරාත්තකාමීකම, පරිසරයට ආදරය කිරීම වගේ හුඟක් හොඳ දේවල් සේරම පොඩ්ඩන්ට කියලා දෙන පුංචි හිත් හඳුනන පොඩ්ඩු කැමැතිම කාටුන් තියෙන තැන. කාටුන් නෙට්වර්ක්. channel අංක 47.
Dialog Television එක reload එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි reload plan එකක්. activate කිරීම reload සහ my Dialog app මගින්.
I'm here because I believe in this program. We have peace here. People feel safe. Are they? This is Reach, home to millions of people. It's my job to decide what to do next.
The climactic battle against the Covenant continues on Halo Season 2. On Rock Entertainment.
There's a big world out there for your child to explore, with so much to see, so many things to do, and so much to enjoy learning about. They can do it all with the UK's #1 children's channel, CBeebies.
Amazing!
It's a safe place for your child to learn through play, with delightful shows that will entertain and educate.
That works for me.
Get them ready for a big world with CBeebies.
දැන් රෙදි ටීවී නාලිකා වෙතින් ජයරත්න ගලගෙදර ඉදිරිපත් කරන බයිස්කෝප් කතා වැඩසටහන. ඔබ කැමති චිත්‍රපටයේ රසවත්ම කතා අහන්නට බලන්නට ඩයලොග් ටීවී නාලිකා අංක 18 රෙදි ටීවී ඔස්සේ දැන් සෑම සෙනසුරාදාකම සවස 5:30ට බයිස්කෝප් කතා.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
This is my belt. I'm coming. Nobody can take that belt away from me.
Watch UFC 307, Sunday 6th October 7:30 a.m. live on Sony Sports Network.
finally here. Thomas and Friends, Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
It seems that the Japura team really wants this victory more than their counterparts from the University of Moratuwa. They are contesting their lineouts, they are winning the ball in the ruck, turning the ball over, and we saw a 50-22 kick as well by their number 10. So yes, I'd say Japura showing a much more enthusiasm in the early exchanges of this encounter.
Game was scheduled to take place last week, but unfortunately due to the adverse weather conditions it was postponed to today. So University of Colombo is in the final, so winner of this will face them in the final of this university games.
Yes, University of Colombo beating the University of Kelaniya last week at the Police Park. Have booked their place in next week's final, and we will be joined by one of these two teams as a line out to University of Moratuwa.
Penalty in favor of Moratuwa. They would like to gain the territorial advantage. Referee gives back 10 more meters forward for not retrieving. So now they have the option of either going for points or going for the touch. And they opt for a scrum, so they also the forwards is their main attacking point. These two teams have shown in this first 10 minutes of time, so they are going for a scrum and attacking. That's a good place for them, just in the 22 meter, so good attacking opportunity for Moratuwa.
Yes, if they can get the ball out of this scrum and work it wide, I'm definitely sure that University of Moratuwa have enough speed on the wings to go for a try. As that's picked up by the number 8.
Good tackle there by Jayawardenepura. Scrum up now, going into contact, trying to securing, and good counter-rucking, but not to their benefit. Now spreading the ball to the wider channels. Good hands into the winger. Does he have the speed to go? And finally being bundled. Still going. Knock forward, unfortunately. Now Jayawardenepura team playing the advantage, trying to run from their own 22 meter.
Yes, Japur again in some massive territory there, almost to their halfway line. Trying to work the ball out wide as they've given away a loss forward, close to their halfway line. So no damage done there to the University of Moratuwa for their mistake.
Yeah, they had some prime scoring opportunity there. Unfortunately, couldn't convert that into points, and the urgency is shown by the Japura team trying to play that advantage. They want to play this game at a higher pace than what Moratuwa is expecting. So good early signs. 5-0 in favor of Sri Jayawardenepura University. Still halfway through this first half. Remember, this is 30 minutes per half, not the ideal 40 that we see in club games. And a penalty for not holding on. Penalty there. Referee Pranit Peranga officiating this second semi-final. Just near the 60-meter line, and now Jayapura opting for the territorial game. Touch finder.
Unfortunately, it doesn't find a touch there, but the Jayapura attacker is quick to pounce and retrieve that ball. And they just manage to keep it in the ruck, and they'll continue to go on the attack here. Yes, I'd say from the exchanges so far, Nilhan, Jayapura have looked stronger in the line out. So whatever penalties that they do get, they look to kick it out into touch, as here come Jayapura on the wing. Some good defense there by the University of Moratuwa.
Good recycling of ball, and goes into contact the big number 3. Now again looking for the Frasers, making few yards but not breaking that advantage line. The ball goes out, but hands on the ruck, says referee Veranga. So ideal opportunity for points if they want to take it, or will they go for the territorial game? And the answer has been given. They are going to take the 3. About 30 meters with the angle. So ideal opportunity to put some points on the board for Jayapura.
Yes, almost under the post, this penalty. Looks of it, number 13 is stepping forward for the spot kick. That's Dilshan Piris, playing at fly half today. Can he add another 3 points to Jayapura's total and extend it to a 10-0 lead? I beg your pardon, an 8-0 lead.
This time they are using the conversion just before we came live. They opted for the drop kick. All set. Ball falls down, but there's 60 seconds, so they can take that time. Kick goes astray, so unfortunately they miss out on the points, but they will receive the restart, so no harm. Moratuwa University needs to get their discipline intact, not giving few penalties in a row at the moment, so that will come to hurt them in the long run in this game.
Yes, fortunately for the University of Moratuwa, they haven't been punished as much as they should have for their mistakes so far. Jayapura might have a 5-0 lead, but it could have been much worse for the University of Moratuwa.
Good collection there by Hasita Metanayaka, going to contact now, looking to find now, spreading the ball. Good territorial kick, trying to get that 50-22, but referee calling play back. The idea was right there. They wanted to get that 50-22, but referee coming back for a penalty for a high tackle, which was the referee pointed out. So another penalty count increasing for University of Moratuwa. Now this time
sends the ball into touch about 5 meters outside the 22. I'd say Jayapura have been led well so far by their captain, the number 3 Methananda. He's taking the throw-ins. He's very much participating in the line-outs and the rolling maul. and he seems to be commanding his troops really well.
Yeah, I think the signal is clear that they are going to use their forwards in this line-outs. First things first, win the line-out, and now they're going to form that rolling maul, stay going strong, but obstruction in that maul. When you hand over the ball to the other player, you have to do it correctly. Unfortunately, when the maul has not formed and he hands over, that becomes obstruction. So penalty to Moratuwa now. This time good touch finder. Nice work taking his team near the 22-meter line. This time hope that they could pile on some good attacking moves.
Yes, as we were saying, Japura unable to capitalize on yet another penalty, Nilhan.
Good line out, but
brilliant defense there. Didn't let the scrum half for University of Moratuwa to feed that ball out to his backs. Excellent defensive work by the Japura forward.
High hanging box kick collected beautifully by Japura and puts the kick back. The pressure is on for Moratuwa. Finally, they had to go for the boot, but still collecting no chases running, so no everyone of their side was offside at the moment. Now good pressure by Japura, finding that player, bringing him down. Moratuwa University under the pump at the moment. Good defensive work, giving them a lot of troubles. Still slow ball out of that ruck. Few pick and drives from Moratuwa.
And that's a loss forward, if I'm not wrong, in his 22 by the number 10 for Moratuwa. And that's Zain Dole. A criminal error there, Nilhad.
Yeah, very unfortunate. It was set up. They played 2 or 3 phrases of pick and drives without gaining any yards. It was set up for that clearance kick, unfortunately. First thing, you have to catch the ball and then make the kick. But this time, Zain Dole couldn't get the job done. Now pressure scrum for Moratuwa, an ideal opportunity for Japura. Number 8 to the number 9 now to the playmaker. Good passage of passes into the winger Jayawardenepura, but he's bundled into touch. So another good attacking move comes to end.
Yes, another wonderful chance to add more points to the score for Japura, but unfortunately this time their winger tackled into touch.
So pressure line out for Moratuwa near the 5-meter line, the must-win line out. But I think there was a knock forward in that process, so they had the opportunity to take the line out or the scrum. Opting for the scrum is the Moratuwa University.
Yes, you'd say in this situation the scrum is the safer option, as they're driving forward once again. But once again they've made an error in the breakdown, and it's yet another penalty to the University of Sri Jayawardenepura.
Yeah, the ball carrier going and the clearance, the players going off feet. This we have seen a lot during the school's rugby season also. So another opportunity. This time another attacking scrum for Japura.
Yes, can they add some more points here, Nilhan?
Looking good, Marsha Pathum, the playmaker, but they opt for the blind side, few meters away from the try line. Another pick and drive by Japura. Looks the forwards taking them inch by inch forward. And now advantage for offside infringement coming in. So now a free play for Japura. Now going to the backs. Good piece of passes, good offload, good hands. Cuts back one, cuts back another. Just a few meters short. Still playing with advantage. Shows and goes. But beautiful tackle there by Moratuwa. Playing with advantage. Still a free play. Quick hands to the big number 3, the skipper.
Mettananda adds the second try for the University of Sri Jayawardenepura, and you could say, Nilhan, they had it coming for at least the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, finally getting that last pass. Beautiful move. They knew that that free move, they had the advantage. They played, they went to the corner, then they recycled it, and then they came back and finally spotting that gap and going over to score the second try. So it's 10 points to nil. And Dilshan Piris has not had a good start to this game with the kicking.
Yes, he's missed his first 2 spot kicks. But this is a fairly simple conversion. Let's hope he can make this one.
That's good. So that's 2 more points for Japura. 12 points to nil. Commanding lead in this game.
Yes, definitely, Nilhan. University of Moratuwa totally under the pump. You could say they're in a state of shock. They've been shocked by the way that the University of Sri Jayawardenepura has chosen to play, really attacking and really pushing with their forwards, which University of Moratuwa have had little to no answers to so far.
Yeah, that the difference between Moratuwa has been a one-phrase team. And Japura continuation of play, they go for a few phrases, move the forward. So just first phrase play only for Moratuwa. No continuity, that has been the problem. The restart collected well and returned back, but good chases. Unfortunately couldn't make. Now put in the kick. Chases are late for Moratuwa. Good another.
No one in their own 22 for the University of Moratuwa. And here come the chasers. And the Moratuwa fullback is forced to kick into touch and gift a line out to Japura.
Yeah, the kicking battle that was fully won by Japura. It was first Japura kicking it back to Moratuwa, then they kicked it back, unfortunately. No pressure for Japura, and finally getting another prime opportunity in the 22-meter line. Playmaker Nethanand with the feed-in, throw-in. They will try to replicate what they did throughout this game.
Yes, their opening try also came from a very similar position, from a line out on this near side to us.
Going into the middle pot this time. Collection is a bit scrappy, but skipper does the collection work and brings play in the middle of the losing about few meters. Now they're spreading the ball, trying to go on his own, but unfortunately no space there. So now they're going to recycle the ball. And another big hit. These big hits are been coming throughout this game. The Moratuwa defense has been under the pump, but unfortunately that was not expected. Just giving possession away and putting his team down at the moment.
Yes, a rare mistake by one of the Japura players. A knock-on in a really good attacking position.
Yeah.
If they had worked that ball for a few more phases, they could have gone down maybe for their third try, but not to be. And it's a scrum just outside the 10-meter line for University of Moratuwa.
Aswell with the feed into the scrum. Now Moratuwa needs to get out of their own half into Pereira. Pereira puts the kick. The collection is done beautifully by Japura. Now they do the return. And finally collected by Pereira again. Under the pressure. See the difference from the kicks. When Japura puts the kick, there are a lot of runners, but no pressure at the moment. Finally, instead of Moratuwa comes in. Another good kick. Fumbled by Senaratna. Trying to run from their own 22 meters. Something very dangerous. Goes down, but still plays and puts the kick also. And something we talked earlier also. They are put in the kick, but the kick is most important part is the chases. That's not happening. Now Japura looking to run. Continuity of play still going strong, making few yards forward now into the 22. Forwards will try to pick down now the big forward, making few yards.
Unfortunately, ball is out for a line out. Once again, some good defensive work by the University of Moratuwa. Just to come back to the kick-in game, Nilhan, as you said, some aimless kick-in by the University of Moratuwa with no real willing chasers whenever they've done that.
I think the kick is good when the chasers are running, so the difference has been, as we said, University of Jayawardenepura puts the kick, chasers are there, and University of Moratuwa is under the pressure. But when you see the other way around, no pressure for Japura, and they have reaped the benefits out of it.
Yes, can University of Moratuwa pull their socks up and open their scorecard before the halftime break, which would be a great morale boost for them.
Yeah, definitely. Some points on the board before the break. 12-0 is still catchable lead, but Moratuwa will like to go with some points on the board. That kick went out in the full, so play being brought in just outside the 22-meter line. Another ideal attacking opportunity for Japura.
Collected there by the number 4.
Yes, that was Keshan Pereira, but the throw was not straight. Referee deeming that, and now ball for Moratuwa. First mistake from Methananda in this game. And now
yes, the Japura skipper has had a near perfect game so far, Nilhan. But once again, it is a scrum to University of Moratuwa in a similar position to the one we had a few moments ago.
As well doing the feed into, now pass it to Pereira. Now looking to go to the center and then put the kick. But chasers are late for Moratuwa. Now trying to run is Marsha Pathum, but making 2 rows in that move. Now Moratuwa taking that quick tap, gaining some yards there by Nehan Pereira. But finally Japura securing the ball. Puts the kick, and that goes to touch on the full, so they will have an ideal opportunity. But referee Veranga has a penalty in favor of Japura.
Yes, coming back to that earlier passage of play, it was some good thinking there by the Moratuwa player to take that quick tap and run into the 22. Unfortunately, his pass was intercepted, and possession once again back with Japura.
Not finding touch, and the winger making a mockery out of that collection. Finally Moratuwa gaining that ball, now looking to run in their own half. Huge pressure there by Japura. Finally putting that box kick to get out of their own half.
And once again, no willing chasers there from the University of Moratuwa.
And puts the ball out. So that is half-time here at University of Colombo grounds. 12 points to nil. Purely dominated by University of Jayawardenepura. That has been the game so far. So still not 30 minutes more. So I hope University of Moratuwa can come back in the second half.
Yes, and bring an end to a red and white first half, purely dominated by the University of Sri Jayawardenepura. Half-time confirmation is Japura 12, University of Moratuwa nil.
And we'll go for a short commercial break, and we will come back with second half action. Stay tuned.
International season का चलवा India tour of England, England tour of New Zealand, England के home series and many more big series.
अब क्रिकेट फैंस के पास होगा सेलिब्रेशन का बिग रीजन.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD, Dialog Television නාලිකාංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
ලෝකයේ වැඩිම දෙනෙක්ගේ විනෝදාංශයක් චිත්‍රපට නැරඹීම. ෆිල්ම් හෝල් එකකට නොගිහින් ගෙදර ඉඳන්ම විනෝදාංශයට ඉඩක් ගන්න. පැය 24 පුරාම කැමතිම හොඳම ජනප්‍රියම හොලිවුඩ් චිත්‍රපට ඇතුළුව සිනමා නිර්මාණ නරඹන්න. එන්න ලොකුම සිනමා පුස්තකාලයට. ඇන්ෆ්ලික්ස් සියල් සපිරි උසස් සිනමා රසාස්වාදය පිරුණ තැන.
හතර කේන්ද්‍රය පාළුවීම ඇත්තටම දෝෂයක්ද?
කිසියම් කාන්තාවකගේ උඩු ඇන්දේ මැද දත් දෙක ටිකක් ඈත් වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් කලට නෙමෙයි අකලට. ඒ කියන්නේ තරුණ කාලේ ඉඳලම ඇය පුරුෂයන් වසඟයට ගන්න හරි අපූර්ව කාන්තාවක්. පිරිමින්ගේ ආකර්ෂණය කොටින්ම කිව්වොත් වැඩි.
හතර කේන්ද්‍රය පාළුවීම කාල සර්පයෝග. ඒ වගේම සිහින පලාපල දේහ ලක්ෂණ විද්‍යාව ඇතුළු බොහෝ දේ දැනගන්න මේ සතියේ channel 1 තරු සක්මන නරඹන්න.
තරු සක්මන සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 8ට නැවත විකාශය සඳුදා උදෑසන 8ට සහ සවස 4ට.
Dialog Television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට ටීවී බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදයේ පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
අපි කියනවා sugar කියලා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා දියවැඩියාව කියලා. නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා මදුමේහ කියලා.
මුත්‍ර කරපු තැනට කූමින් එනවා. චූටි කුමින් එකතු වෙනවා. පැණි රසට කැමති. ඒ නිසා අන්න දියවැඩියා හඳුනාගත්ත එදා එහෙමයි. අපේ ශරීර කූඩුව මේ සම්මාත්මය කූඩු ඉන්න වෛද්‍යවරේ. ඒ වෛද්‍යවරය තමයි එළියට දාන්නේ මේ. ඔන්න නිකන් වැඩිපුර මුත්‍ර යනවා. ඊළඟට ඇඟ කසන ගතියක් එනවා. රහස්‍ය ප්‍රදේශ කසන ගතියක් එනවා. තොල කට්ට වෙනවා. අධික ලෙස විපාසය.
සුවාරණ බදාදා උදෑසන 8ට සහ සවස 4ට. නැවත විකාශය සෙනසුරාදා උදෑසන 9:30ට.
කිසිදා නොමියෙන මතක, කිසිදා නොමියෙන චරිත, සැමදා මතකේ නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින්
ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් චැනල් අංක 18 රෙදි TV ඔස්සේ සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට. රිදීතිරේ මහේෂා කිතාරු පුංචිතිරය ආලෝකමත් කරන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජනප්‍රියතම සිනමා නාලිකාව රිදී TV එදා හදබැඳි මෙදා රසවිඳි කළු සුදු සිනමාවේ පටන් නූතන HD යුගය දක්වා නාද වර්ණ සුසංයෝගී වූ පුළුල් සිනමා රසවින්දනය ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සිනමා රසිකත්වය වෙනුවෙන්ම ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් චැනල් අංක 18න් රිදී TV.
CBI 5 මලයාලම් චිත්‍රපටය ඔක්තෝබර් 6 වනදා රාත්‍රී 9:30ට Channel 1 කොලිවුඩ් සිනි நேரம் තුලින් බලාපොරොත්තු වන්න.
ആങ്ങളെ കാണാതായത്
ഇന്നേക്ക് 2 ദിവസം സർ.
എന്താ ആളിന്റെ പേര്?
സന്ദീപന്റെ പെന്നീമ. ആ പേരിൽ ഞാൻ എഴുതാറുണ്ട്.
എന്തു പറ്റിയത് സാർ?
സാർ കൊന്നുകെട്ടി തൂക്കിയാണോ ഉറപ്പിച്ച് ഇപ്പോഴേ പറയണത് ശരിയല്ല സാർ.
ആൻഡ് ദി ഔട്ട്കം വാസ് ബാസ്കറ്റ് കില്ലിംഗ്. I'm damn sure that he is the murderer.
Go bananas for the juiciest talent show on CBeebies.
Ready or not, here I go!
Celebrate your favourite superfood as they show off their fresh skills.
Hey. Ta-da!
And fruitastic facts before your berry eyes.
We bloom and grow super fast.
So squeeze the day because every fruit and veg is a superstar.
It's time to let our seeds shine.
Roots and Fruits. New episodes Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
භූතකාල මලයාලම් චිත්‍රපටය ඔක්තෝබර් 4 වනදා රාත්‍රී 9:30ට Channel 1 කොලිවුඩ් සිනි நேரம் තුලින් බලාපොරොත්තු වන්න.
നാൽപ്പത്തെട്ട് മണിക്കൂറിലപ്പുറം ഒരാൾ ഉറങ്ങാതിരുന്നാൽ കാണാത്തതും കാണും. കേൾക്കാം.
පොඩ්ඩක් නවතින්න. ඔබ ඔය රිමෝට් එක අතේ තියන් channel මාරු කරන්නේ ඔබේ දරුවට බලන්න හොඳ programs යන channel එකක් හොයන්නද? ඔව් ඒක ලේසි වැඩක් නෙවෙයි තමයි. සමහර ඒවායි කාටුන් විතරයි. තවත් ඒවායි අධ්‍යාපනික වැඩසටහන් විතරයි. තව සමහරක් ඒවායි සින්දු විතරයි. ඔය සේරම එකම තැනක තිබුණා නම් දරුවටත් ලේසි, ඔබටත් පහසුයි නේද? එහෙනම් ඉතින් ඔබට නවතින්න වෙන්නේ මෙතන. දරුවගේ දැනුම අවබෝධය වර්ධනය කරන ගමන් දරුවා සතුටින් තියෙන වටිනා වැඩසටහන් රසක් මෙතන තියෙනවා. Dialog TV නාලිකාංක 48න් A+ Kids TV ආදරේ බෙදෙන පුංචි හිත්වලට ආදරෙන්.
The CPL is back for 2024. This year, it will be the best ever CPL with global superstars, massive sixes, and incredible entertainment at the biggest party in sport.
Watch the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League live on the Star Sports Network.
මහා සමුද්‍රම් තෙලිගු චිත්‍රපටය ඔක්තෝබර් 5 වනදා රාත්‍රී 9:30ට channel 1 කොලිවුඩ් සිනේනේරම් තුලින් බලාපොරොත්තු වන්න.
కానీ మనసులో ఉన్న బాధని బంధాల విలువ తెలిసినోడు ఒక్కడే మోయగలడు. ఆ బంధం ప్రేమైనా స్నేహమైనా. ఓ చంప మీద కొడితే ఇంకో చంప చూపిస్తాను నేను గాంధీ ఫాలో అని అనుకున్నారా? భగత్ సింగ్ ఫాలో అంటే
Welcome back to the second half action in this inter-university games second semi-final. University of Sri Jayawardenepura taking on University of Moratuwa. At half time 12 points to nil in favor of Japura. We got Nathan here. Nathan, what are you predicting the second half? It has been Japura dominating. What's your say on this second half?
Yes, Nilhan, I think we can expect more of the same, unless University of Moratuwa have come up with a completely different game plan in the half-time break. They looked completely lost in that first half. So I'd say more Japura domination to come for this next 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's very important for Moratuwa for them to get the first points on the board in the second half. Early in this game, Diljan Piris making a mistake in the kickoff kick going to the dead zone. So a scrum in the center scrum in the 50-meter line. So University of Moratuwa has an ideal opportunity to start the second half. First things first, I think they should get some points on the board. That points pressure will come in this second half knockout game, so no coming back after this loss. So important for Moratuwa to get the act together as well. Looking to take the ball out. Now good pass to Dole. Dole in the passes to his mate in the corner, now setting things up, but giving away that penalty for holding on. Japura will slow it down, knowing that they have that points advantage. No need to quicken the things up in the second half.
As we take a look at the replay there of that last phase of play, once again Japura completely dominating the breakdown. Yet another turnover, as that's put out into touch by the number 13.
Good kick, taking them just outside their own half. That's again Dilshan Piris making that kick for Japura. Few mistakes from both sides in this initial phases of the second half.
Yes, that is to be expected, Nilhan, coming after a small break in play. But University of Moratuwa will have to make, I would say, less mistakes in this second half if they are to have any chance of salvaging something from this game.
It's all to play for. If they lose, they are out. Some players may be playing the final time for the university, so they have to get their act together now, trying to run from their own 22-meter, brought down, and the tackler not rolling away as well. Now passing to Dole. Good chase this time by Moratuwa. I think they got that message that they are now, they had in the first half no chases. Good sign for Moratuwa, but referee Verang going back to that penalty.
Yes, great to see some intent from the Moratuwa backs at the start of this second half, finally pulling their socks up and actually chasing a kick. But as you said, play was called back for that infringement. And here's Dole with the touch finder.
Gaining nearly 20 meters with the touch finder.
as a substitution for Japura. Number 29. That's Shenal Nelaka going out, making room for Danuja Samodya. So change in the lock-in combination quite early in this second half. Perhaps a more tactical move, Nilhan, than something to do with the fatigue of the players?
Yeah, definitely that would have been a plan, making that substitution early in the second half. Another huge hit, but referee Veranga deeming that was a bit high, and Dole put in that long kick knowing that a penalty will come. And referee Veranga taking it back to that high tackle. No cards of soul, but just a high tackle in that hit. Dole will try to get a few more meters. And a good kick by Dole, just near the 22 meter. In the second half, I think Japura has giving away a lot of penalties and giving the position back to Moratuwa.
Yes, Japura has looked to sit back somewhat in these early exchanges of the second half, but rugby is not a sport you can do that in Nilhan. One lapse in concentration could spark a comeback for the University of Moratuwa, and they have quite a good chance to do so here with a line out just outside their attacking 22.
Yeah, definitely. Coming out of the half-time break, Moratuwa has been the team who have come down. Now another penalty, but the ball has been turned over, but referee getting that penalty. Slowing the game down, taking a back foot by Japura. Fourth consecutive penalty coming in. Another one, referee may have to go to his pocket. Now in the 22 meter, halfway through, just 15 meters away from the try line. Another line out for Moratuwa.
Yes, the Moratuwa fans are well and truly into this contest, Nilhan, trying to motivate their side to push these final 15 yards and walk away potentially with their first try of this encounter.
Yes, definitely, and a score here will get this game very interesting. The collection was not ideal, but now Aswan to Dole to his big Senaratna, going in, selling that dummy and making few yards now as well to Dole. Dole sending it to skipper Sandul, and he's brought down now as well, trying to make that move, not releasing that ball, but referee coming back to that penalty advantage. Dole taking the ball quickly and passing it to his big man. And now, as we said, a card coming in for Japura. 6th or 7th penalty in a row, and that was cynical at that moment.
Yes, quite a silly foul to give away, especially with University of Moratuwa probing around that try line by the number 5 for Japura. That was Samodya Guruge. Taken quickly by Dole. Under the posts are Moratuwa. Picking and going with their forwards.
Slow pick and drives. Had that one-man advantage. Could have gone for a scrum also. Inches away. Good defensive work by Japura, keeping Moratuwa just outside the try meter. Inches away. Another few more pick and drives.
And that's the first try for the University of Moratuwa. Scored by their flanker. And that was coming ever since we restarted play after that half-time break, Nilhan.
Yeah, now this turns the game around for Japura. They gave 8 penalties, and as we see another replay of that one pick and drive, then quickly recycling and spotting that gap and going. That was the number 7 P Tujit, and now Dole adding that extras, but unfortunately hitting that upright.
Yes, had that conversion gone through, would have been just a 5-point game, but not to be. However, University of Moratuwa just one score away from leveling this game, Nilhan.
Yeah, now all the hard work they did in the second half at the beginning, now they have reaped that 5 points. Now next target would be to score again. Still one man down, so the numerical advantage is with Moratuwa. Taking a step back is what Jaipur has done after the half-time break, thinking that 12-point gap would be enough for them. But things have changed. Moratuwa have scored. Another long kick. Now Moratuwa trying to run from their own try line. Dole had to do the cleaning work there. And a good kick, taking play into that 40-meter line.
Yes, just a confirmation of that try scored there by Chatra Seneviratna. And Dole gaining some territory for the University of Moratuwa. They'll look to use that one-man advantage to good effect and potentially add another score here, Nilhan. Now would be the best time for them to attack.
Still they have the numerical advantage, so now would be the ideal time, but they have to stay in the game. They have played well in the second half, learned from their mistakes. Good pep talk in the halftime would have changed this. They have their chasers running, and kicks has been done brilliantly by Dole. And now we see turning the ball over as well to his mate Senaratna. Now the kick, and the ball bouncing well, and again it's Dole, and another high tackle, a penalty as well, trying to run through the gap, breaking that advantage line, but a penalty. Referee coming back to that penalty.
Yes, University of Moratuwa looking much more enthusiastic and much more determined in this second half, winning that line out, something that we didn't see in the first half.
Yes, we can see from the spectators also the Japura crowd have gone silent, and the Mora crowd has become vocal in this second half. That shows the shift in the momentum. Rugby has always been a momentum game. This lead of 12 points can be vanished within few minutes. So another opportunity for Moratuwa, just outside the 22 meter, and Japura on the receiving end.
Yes, something I always believe with the game of rugby, Nilan, is that all these players are equally talented, but it's just about who wants it more on the day. As we take a look at a replay of that line out there.
Not straight was the call, so ideal opportunity missed by Moratuwa. Asel Thisera has been brilliant throughout this game, but this time his throw was not straight. Jayatileka now putting in, now the big man making few yards.
And once again Moratuwa have won the ball in the breakdown.
Yeah, De Costa been bundling to touch at that moment, as we see a replay of that, making that number 8 move, but he was bundling into touch.
Yes, his foot just outside that touch line there. A good call from our assistant referee.
Thisera is under the pump now, missing out on that early throwing. He would like to get this throw straight, going into the first pod is what we see. Good collection there. And now Moratuwa using their backs. Good clear work. Now spreading the ball to Dole. Dole to his mate. Now quick hands by Sandul into the corner, making a move. Goes through one, but unfortunately he's bundled into touch. He was on touch. Good break.
Yes, as we take a look at that replay there, the number 22 for Moratuwa, Nithika Senaratne, did his level best there, playing around with that ball to try and keep it in, but unfortunately went out off the touchline. Another good attacking chance created by the University of Moratuwa, as they're looking more and more dangerous as we come to this 45-minute mark of the encounter.
Yeah, 15 minutes more, so I still University of Moratuwa is playing the rugby at Japura's half, so that's the place they want to be. They are there. So another line out with Methananda throwing. If they can turn this over, they turn the previous one, and the throw collected by Japura, forming the rolling maul. Now to Piris. Piris makes a big kick, and collection done well by Moratuwa. Now to Dole. Dole under pressure, brought down. The player not rolling away now. Referee pointing at that advantage for Moratuwa now. Another free play for Moratuwa as well to Dole. Dole puts the kick, knowing that the penalty advantage is coming.
And is that a loss forward there, Nilhan?
Referee giving Dole the opportunity whether they want to go to that scrum near the 22 meter or the penalty. Definitely they would opt for the scrum. So still with one man down, Japura is feeling the pressure.
As we take a look at that replay there, the kick from Dole, keeping that advantage in mind, and that was a fumble there by the back of Japura. Gives away a scrum on the 22 meter line to the University of Moratuwa, and it's another brilliant chance to level the score if they can try and convert from here.
They could be using the blind side in this move as well. Now changing the direction and quick passes, but not going into hand. And the pressure now from Japura. Kick and chase, collection done beautifully, and he goes under the post.
And it's Dilshan Piris who scores under the post there for the University of Sri Jayawardenepura. Moratuwa, after creating all of that pressure since we began this second half actually, and it was one wayward pass and that was capitalized on by Japura.
See a replay of that wayward pass, that fumble ball. Now the kick and chase comes in. Good piece of work by Dilshan, and the bounce also favoring him and just collecting. And in the presence of play, he goes and scores under the post. Was fully dominated by Moratuwa, and finally Japura taking that counter-attacking move and scoring that point. Now Tamidu Pushpavela adding that 2 extra points. Now it's 19-5. Now it's a different game, Nathan.
Yes, once again this game has become a 14-point game just now. University of Moratuwa 2 scores away from catching Sri Jayawardenepura. And it's a rather unfortunate, I would say, Nilan, especially considering the pressure that they've created since we began after half-time. And it was just one wayward pass that was brilliantly capitalized on by Japura. And as we were saying earlier, in this game of rugby, just one mistake is enough to completely shift the game around once again.
Yeah, it was, as you said, shifted the game around. It was all Moratuwa. And now the momentum will change as there will be less pressure on Japura, so they can slow the game down and play this remaining minutes. They need 2 converted tries to equalize. So hard task, but achievable. Methananda now with the throw-in. Four-man line out.
Won by Moratuwa there. As we've been informed that the player sent out has returned once again onto the field. So numerical advantage is also over for the University of Moratuwa. So it's quite a tough ask, especially with just over 11 minutes left of this clash.
It will be important now. The next score is done by Moratuwa. If Japura at some points, and that would be curtains for Moratuwa. All to play for. Last 10 minutes of play coming. So still Moratuwa has a chance.
Yes, anything is possible in sports, Nilhan. And as you said, if Moratuwa can be the next team to score in this clash, they are still in with a chance of salvaging something.
Now Aswell with the feed in. Knock forward there by the number 8 for Moratuwa. Atithan there knocking the ball over. That shows the pressure in this game. They are under the pressure now. They need to score. And these mistakes will come in for Moratuwa.
Yes, pressure usually turns out into mistakes, and we saw that once again with the number 8 for Moratuwa knocking that ball on. And now it's a scrum to Japura, and we'll see what they can make of this one. It's a brilliant run there, but unfortunately a loss forward. Would have certainly been another try, Nilhan.
Good move. Getting that gap, unfortunately, in the tackle process, he knocked the ball on. But good meters gain for Japura. Now they are playing their game in the Moratuwa half. So the tables have turned in lately after that try. Just a wayward pass changing the direction of this game.
Yes, Japura was running circles around that Moratuwa defense there. Rather unfortunate knock on, and as you said, one mistake seems to have drawn the curtains on Moratuwa's journey in this Inter-University Rugby Tournament 2024. Unless they can make something of this move here. Here is the number 13 for Moratuwa, and a brilliant tackle by the number 10 from Jayawardenepura. Sends him out into touch, and once again Moratuwa unable to make something of another good opportunity to score.
Good opportunity, but those tackles is a must. When your team needed it, Masha Pathum putting the hand up and making that tackle. Moratuwa had that player outside also. They could have passed it, but the tackle taking him outside, bundling him into touch. And this Japura players, knowing that they have a lead, they are trying to slow the game down. Methananda taking the maximum time that he can for this line out.
Yes, the Japura skipper taking his own cool time with wiping that ball up before making his line out throw. Just 8 minutes left on our clock.
Another knock forward by Moratuwa. And another scrum means they will let the clock.
As we take a look at that replay there, the guilty party number 19 for the University of Moratuwa. And that's Imanta Sandamayura. And possession once again back with Japura. And they look to take their time with this scrum. That's a good tackle there by Haswell. Winning the ball back for his side.
Still they have time if they want. I think they have to quick increase the pace of the game. Quickly get this scrum sorted. I would definitely like a try for Moratuwa converted one. Then this game would go to another level in this last few minutes.
Yes, for us, the neutral viewers, we always want to see some intense, some nail bite in action, regardless of what sport it is. And as you said, Nilan, a converted try from here should make things interesting for the last 5 to 6 minutes.
As well, to Dole changing the direction, trying to find space, but no space given by Japura. Now, as well, passing it to his forwards. The big man going into contact just near the 22-meter line. As well, playing the role, but unfortunately knocking the ball back. Still Moratuwa losing few meters, playing the fifth phase of this attacking move. But
yes, just outside the 22, they're looking to pick and go, but the question is, Nilan, do they have enough time to pick and go with their forwards, especially with us entering the last 5 minutes on our clocks here?
Yeah, another good meters taken, and this pick and go also, they are trying to milk that penalty coming in, so that would be one of their targets. Now drawing the pass and unfortunately knocking the ball over.
As we'll take a look.
Yeah, they're playing the advantage, and the kick collected by Moratuwa. Now to Dole under pressure straight away by Japura, knowing that their playmaker is him, and good marking done by Japura team. Stagnant ball there by Aswell. Need to make the things a bit quicker. Now looking for that box kick. And makes a mistake. Ball is still available to play, but referee stopping the play to give medical attention to that Japura player.
Yes, that was the mistake that Moratuwa have been looking for the past 5 minutes or so. Came courtesy that box kick from Aswell. As we take a look at that replay there. The fullback for Japura fumbling that ball, losing it forward, gifting away a scrum just outside his 22. As our clock is stopped for some treatments to the Japura players. Because after that fumble, Nilani was given quite a tough tackle by the Moratuwa chaser.
Definitely, and that was the plan. I think the pick and drive did not gain any yards forward, so Aswell had no option but to go for the box kick. And referee correctly stopping that play to give that medical attention to that player. If not, Moratuwa had another opportunity to play that advantage and move towards their try line, but they had to settle down to the scrum just outside the 22 meter. Japura would love to slow this game down. More scrums means more time taken off.
Yes, as some replacement forwards coming on there for Moratuwa, looking for some fresh legs in the pack to really push and drive forward. So their intent to play with their forwards here is very clear, Nilan, even in these final few phases.
Yeah, Theta now taking the ball and offloading it. Now Aswell to Dole looking to make things to Sandul, the skipper, into the corner. Cuts back in, still ball is in play. But unfortunately, the number 31, Umaha Simrin, making that knock forward.
As we take a look at that replay there, Hasim Dean did well to get away from that first defender, unfortunately losing the ball forward in that tackle. Gives away a scrum to Japura, and with just over 2 minutes left on our clock, Nilan, I think it looks to be curtains for the University of Moratuwa.
Looks like that, but still not given up by Moratuwa. Now Jayatilaka with the feed in, and Nathan cannot do that. He cannot track the players in that scrum. So Japura will slow it down, take their time. As for the time remaining, they will try to get the maximum territory out of this kick. Looks like they have the game sorted.
As we take a look at that replay there, as the number 8 for Moratuwa making an infringement in the scrum. You could say that had something to do with the pressure, Nilhan?
Yeah, they are desperate for balls, so a majority of these players also trying to make things not fully, they only play once a year, so not fully aware about the rules also, some of the players, and giving away that penalty in desperation. Methananda throwing it now, quick ball to the Japura backs. Now Peer is recycling, now spreading the ball to the wider channels to the big man Methananda, who has been performing brilliantly in this game, leading from the front for Japura.
Yes, Methananda, the loose head prop there, playing like a back for a moment. Some lovely work.
And DeCosta also, the number 8, has made brilliant moves throughout this game. And now Peer is putting the kick and asking for the mark and putting the ball out. Unfortunately, that comes back in and collected by Methananda.
Methananda attempting a step there, and in doing so gains about 10 or so yards for his side.
Yeah, unfortunately knocking the ball over in the process. As you see a replay of that move, collecting the ball and then losing the ball in the contact, and penalty, a scrum in favor of Moratuwa.
As we've run out of time on our clocks, Nilhan. So it's just a matter of when our referee decides to blow his whistle now. A comeback from here is near impossible with time against them as well for the University of Moratuwa.
Looks like so. So this could have been a done deal for Japura. Now finally making the final substitutions. For Moratuwa, Thisera going out. Still referee waiting for the confirmations from the sub-officers.
Yes, off your screen, Thisera appears to be limping, Nilhan. So could be a forced substitution from Moratuwa.
This has been the second time that this sum has been reset. So next time there could be a penalty coming in favor of the University of Japura. Now as well to Seniviratna to Dole. Now they are trying to move the ball to the corner, trying to run through. Tackle also going high. Still Moratuwa with the ball. Desperation for Moratuwa, trying to make some inroads but gaining no meters forward. Now Dole looking to find space, but not in his way. Moratuwa under the pressure by Japura turning the ball over. Have they turned the ball? Still the position is with Moratuwa. Now Dole finally goes to his boot. And collection done by Piris. Returns the kick. And no fullback. And Dole had to go and collect it.
Yes, Dole did well there to keep the ball. Otherwise, it would have been another try for Japura, which would have really sealed the deal.
And now the forwards are coming in and doing that clearing work. Aswell going to his box kick in the middle of the playing area now. The fly off for Japura, and that player collecting the ball from offside position, but referee going back to that forward pass there.
Yes, desperate forward pass there by the Japura player. That handoff went completely wrong. And now it's a scrum to Moratuwa. Picked up by the number 8. He looked to run, but once again some good rush defensive work by Japura, as that ball is fumbled by the Moratuwa player. And taking your attention away from the Inter-University Rugby Tournament and to Nepal, Sri Lanka women taking on Uzbekistan in the Asia Rugby Sevens. Uzbekistan currently leading 5-0 in the first half. And a little bit earlier, unfortunately, Sri Lanka, the men's team, the Tuskers, had to bow out at the hands of the Philippines. But it was some good run throughout the tournament, barring that loss, Nilhan.
Yeah, unfortunately they had to go down, but they will play another game against Uzbekistan for the third place playoff. As we come back to the game now, you see the big Costa, the number 8, gaining valuable meters forward. And that player was legal at that area now. Dole looking to find a space. He's deprived of space and a knock forward. And that's it. And University of Sri Jayawardenepura clinching the victory in the second semi-final. And they book a place in the final against University of Colombo.
Yes, Japura has looked the better side today, right from the get-go, barring the little phase of play as soon as we began the second half, Nilhan, where Moratuwa were looking to dominate, but then one wayward pass once again shifted the momentum towards Japura, and they made the better use of their chances, and that is reflected by our scorecard. 3 tries to Japura, just 1 to University of Moratuwa, and they were able to convert 2 of them as well. So overall, just quite a dominant show from the University of Sri Jayawardenepura, and they booked their place in the finals of this Inter-University Rugby Tournament 2024. And do join us next week as they will take on the University of Colombo to try and clinch this title. Full-time confirmation then, University of Sri Jayawardenepura 19 plays only 5 points by the University of Moratuwa.
So that concludes our... Before we conclude, we will go into the highlights of this game.
Yes, second half began with a wayward kick. And as we take a look at that try scored there by the University of Moratuwa, unfortunately was their only score. And there we see that wayward pass that really changed things, that really sealed the deal for University of Sri Jayawardenepura, I would say. Piris adding the finishing touches there, converted by his fullback.
That's the key stats of this game. Japura 19 points, 3 tries, 2 conversions, and University of Moratuwa the only solitary try in the second half, gaining them that 5 points. So Sri Jayawardenepura University clinching that second spot in the final. So they will now go and face University of Colombo next week in this final. So that concludes our broadcast from University of Colombo grounds. Stay tuned to Papare TV and www.thepapare.com. We got some water polo action coming in this evening. The second leg of the R.L. Heyman Trophy as St. Thomas's College taking on Royal. Royal coming into that game with advantage. So stay tuned. I'm Nilhan Pereira signing off with Nathan and the production and technical group from University of Colombo. And hope to see you all next week in the final. Stay tuned to the Papare TV.